his first big movie was Pee Wee Herman? I had no idea.
Yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Stacker News Live. My name's Car with my BFF Keyan, and we got an audience today. Pleb Poet's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen,
So,
I even saw a nifty Nay spotting around here
biggest
somewhere.
audience ever.
And we have some dogs. Are the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof,
It was
woof,
nifty.
woof.
She did it.
She let the dogs out.
Because her dogs still let out.
This is why people come on the show, because they can hear your crazy, mild tone demeanor.
Mild tone.
Mild
That's a new one. Is that better or worse?
It's not mid. It's not mid. It's like mild. It's like mild salsa. You don't really want mild spice, mild salsa.
I do order mild salsa.
Yeah, you don't really want mild salsa, but you'll deal with it. It's
I
one
know,
of those.
but I'll order it.
That's how your voice sounds.
Oh,
like mild
you'll
salsa.
deal with it? Oh.
It's like mild salsa.
It's my preferred type because it's not too spicy, but it's got a little bit.
Woo, doggy. How was your week?
It was good.
What'd you do in your office this week? Did you build anything?
I did do things. I mostly did a lot of like odds and ends things. Things I need to take a little bit of a break from wallets. I've just been like, sometimes you get your head.
Dude, yeah. People were asking me questions about your wallets yesterday at ABC.
Yeah, we're doing lots of wallet stuff.
Turns out I'm out there doing biz dev work for you. I didn't even realize.
Thank you, Car. That's great.
It's like, what the hell?
Everyone's a volunteer in Bitcoin. I love it. No one's getting paid. Everyone's a volunteer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been doing like, things that have just been bothering me. Cause there's so many things that bother me. There are probably like a million things, but like top of mind, like prioritized bothering things are what I've been kind of working on. So that's just trying to take a week. That's like a vacation, is choosing what I work on rather than, I guess the government choosing for me or these other kind of issues choosing for me. So that's what I did. How about you? What was your week like, Car?
Oh man, dude. So much craziness with Mexico City.
Oh,
with
yeah?
all that, but luckily
They deporting you or
no?
What's going on?
Luckily, Francisco and the Yopaki team have stepped up tremendously.
Oh, yeah,
so definitely that has helped. Working with Jippy here, Oliver, he's killing it, dude. Like straight up killing it. I would think everybody in the lab would agree. Like he's just like you can literally feel his presence from like him before coming to the lab, but him after the lab.
Don't walk by his desk because there are bodies all around. He's just killing.
And then dealing with the all the real estate stuff.
Oh wait. Oh, I thought you were.
No, we're saying good things about you.
Yeah, that's what Car was saying. I was trying to be a good wingman. I was trying to be a good wingman and say, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's murdering.
No, it's good. It's good to see, man. That's what it's all about, Keyan. For me, at least, that's what it's all about. It's about seeing all the impact individually everybody makes on their own. It's inspiring as hell. But yeah, and then just personal, like just dealing with all the real estate stuff, like doing that again because we're coming up on a year. And then there's other places around town that are courting us.
Oh wow, really?
We'll talk about it tonight. I can tell. We'll see. Still early. It could all just blow up in my face.
Yeah,
you gotta expect that.
That's what she said. What?
It's a PG show, Keyan.
Oh, is it? I don't know. I'm just waiting.
Keyan spends a whole hour on the show every week, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, no.
Car spends 2 hours on it.
Not including this hour.
But yeah, let's. If you've never seen this crazy show, we're gonna jump into the top 5 stories of Stacker News. What's up?
That's right. I know it. I read it. I read it. See?
And then, but you read every day. And then,
supposed to be an insult?
No, it's just come to stacker.news. I'm trying to show this website. Come to stacker.news if you want to earn sats and get paid for providing your expertise or comments or
no one watches this who hasn't seen the website, right?
No, dude. People. Like Peter Thiel's going to watch us one day. He's going to be like, I discovered you guys through Stacker News Live. That's how it's going to work.
Peter Thiel does not believe in Bitcoin anymore. He's all AI.
That's a bold statement. Well, he might change his mind. You never know.
we got to do it.
Yeah, we're going to jump into the top 5 stories. The first top story is Softfork Covenant Dependent Layer 2 review. This is from Peter Todd, September 2nd, Bitcoin Territory. 15 comments, 114,000 cents. Really? Is he yay or nay against this?
Yay or nay?
Did you guys finally figure it out? Did the devs finally figure out what we need to do?
No, this is just research, like kind of reviewing. It's very well done. I mean, it's very like, it's so well done that you know that Peter knows what he's talking about, because he really only talks about the things that matter rather than like everything that doesn't, which is kind of typical when people don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's a really great review of all the proposals that are being discussed that might enable other layer 2s. I think he said that Folger Ventures helped sponsor it.
Legends. And
then Daniela Bronzoni, who I met her in Chain Code too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think they were working at Revolut doing Let's Third, like a serious Rust programmer. Anyway, yeah, it's a great review of it spends a lot of time on Arc. It kind of brings us up to speed on the things that Lightning accomplishes, the limitations of Lightning, what the definition of a layer 2 protocol is, like what would make it so. Like he excludes state chains, for example, because if like the state chain operator does not follow the protocol, he can steal. So he says that's really not what he would consider a layer 2. But he just goes through all the options we kind of have for how we might scale off chain, specifically around scaling away from the UTXO model. Not away, but I guess
wow,
really on top of the UTXO model. I know away is a tricky word.
Oh, he even goes into some math, it looks like here.
That's right.
What does all this mean in English for the plebs that are listening at home?
He's describing how many people you can fit on Bitcoin's blockchain if everyone is using Lightning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I think you end up with about 500 million splices within a year.
Yeah, I had a chance to meet him when he came through for Bitcoin Plus Plus. He was in the lab the whole week, or a couple of days, because he was doing that super secret thing in there in the conference room.
Yeah,
which probably was this, I'd imagine.
No, I don't think.
No,
I would guess not. But I imagine that contributed to his research. I think they were talking about. I think they might have been talking about scaling in general. I forget. But
there's a lot of heavy hitters in that room that day.
Yeah.
If those walls could talk.
Wow. Are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm saying Super Testnet was in there, so they definitely did talk.
Was he there?
No, he was in the same room with them.
Oh, I didn't know Super Testnet participated.
Yeah, dude, he's Super Testnet. Okay. Why would you not have him in there? Well, so what did he? What's the overall? Where did he land on? I guess that's what I want to know. Did he land on the Arc implementation? Did he land on the Liquid? Like, what did he land on?
I think his preferred roadmap is I believe it's called the Great Consensus Cleanup.
Interesting.
Which we had a post on a few months ago from the Blue Mat. Okay. Describes what's involved in that, but that is a hard fork.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it helps like secure Bitcoin. So that would be the benefit of that. It isn't really changing Bitcoin in any substantial way.
Could we fork off the ETFs that way, you think?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, we could. Someone could create a Bitcoin fork where they steal all the ETF money, kind of like the Ethereum.
I think that's going to happen at some point. I'm calling it now. Prediction.
All right. Well, we have a bad history of predictions. I predicted Michelle Obama would be.
Oh yeah, you did predict that.
That was my one shot I called.
I think mine are the only ones that actually have ever come true on the show. My predictions.
Well, you make like 20 predictions a show,
right? Look, Poet confirmed. My predictions end up coming to truth.
Which side are you on, audience?
No, I was just trolling me. Damn, fell for that one.
Yeah, but he said Great Consensus Cleanup, then CTV is what.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that'd be his preference.
Top comment was from Nerd Ninja. He said, I call this kind of testing a cargo cult protocol, LMAO. Overall, pretty great analysis. I'll probably reference it pretty often. I'm pretty hyperfixated on multi-party channels right now, and I did already know that VTXOs will be a helpful extension, but this does clear up a few implementation specifics I didn't know about yet, so thanks for that. OT said, this us the first I've heard about being technical. I don't know. I'm not going to read that. 0285 said, read the whole thing. Very technical, very detailed. Personally cannot follow it all, but thank you so much for writing it for the plebs as a summary.
Oh, we have a very own blue slime.
I will say that, like, I love the way Peter Todd approached this because he dropped it on Stacker News. I don't know if he posted it anywhere else, but he dropped it on Stacker News.
Definitely posted on that.
So he's trying to get the plebs on his side, which I think is what you have to do in order to like kind of move the thing forward, because the plebs will be the biggest thing that stops you. So he's doing the right thing there. He also got funding for it, which is great. Shout out to Folger. And then it looks like a couple devs are helping him behind the scenes.
Well, he's not advocating it in a personal sense. He's just like,
but he's a well-respected Bitcoiner dev, though.
Yeah, that's a bit of a non sequitur to what I was saying. At least is he's like looking at this is what I think is the best thing to do. He's not, unlike a lot of people who are like, well, I want this soft fork because it lets me do XYZ for what I want to do. He's like, if the goal is to scale to a layer 2, make a very scalable layer 2. These are this is the way I would. These are the things I would care about.
Also, he didn't post it on Bitcoin Magazine, which I also think helps get the plebs on your side as well too. So I think there's a lot of things he did right here when you look at it from like a how to get people on your side lens.
I don't think this is the content that would fly on.
I mean, look at 114,000 sats, Keyan.
Bitcoin Magazine. Yeah, I mean,
proof is
Peter
in the
Todd
work.
has always been very supportive.
Proof is in the work.
Stacker News, and I appreciate it a bunch because.
Yeah, he's one of your biggest fans.
I don't know if he's a fan.
He attended your TabConf talk.
He did attend it.
I didn't even attend that thing.
Very few people did, which I was thankful for. You showed up like late, right? Okay. Yeah, you showed up. You admitted after you.
Yeah, it was hard to show up time. Sid will need to get a better schedule manager.
And Keyan, you're not good enough. That's what I hear.
Anyway. Yeah, this will be a good conversation to have during TabConf, I would imagine. In October or next month. Yeah, right? It's going to be cool. The next top story is Bitcoin Ekasi member NASA could use some help. This is from Mega Petra, September 2nd. 18 comments, 4,278 sats, Bitcoin territory. What is this?
Yeah, it seems like a fire burned down a house next to one of the first I think the first Bitcoin accepting shop.
Oh, no. Where is this at?
And Ekasi. I think it might be South Africa.
Oh, wow. Are those people?
It might be wrong, though.
I thought those were people right there.
But
gosh,
if you click on the Twitter links, you might figure out exactly where they are.
I don't think I can see the Twitter stuff. It's blocked. Okay, there it goes.
Here we go.
Yeah. Gosh, man.
I mean, we have pretty big Bitcoin communities in South Africa, Kenya. I know there's a lot in Nigeria. I just don't know which one this is. Anyway, the shop, the home burned down next to the shop. South Africa. Okay. The home burned down next to the shop and killed, I think, the person that was living there.
Oh, they have a documentary too. Okay.
Check out that. There's been a lot of great. I think Joe Nakamoto has also done some great coverage of the area. Anyway, I think but they're trying to like get a little bit of donations going for
help them out, stackers. Help them out.
I guess the skating scene is pretty.
That's cool, dude.
I mean, I guess there's a skating scene everywhere, but
when Africa territory on Stacker News?
I don't know. Whenever territories make economic sense, maybe.
Yeah, get on it. The top comment was from Siggy47. He said, very sad. I sent some sats too. I wonder if Joe Nakamoto has any additional info on this. Joe came underneath him and said, really shite news? Sadly not. I haven't been back to ZA since January. OT said, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope they can get it back up and running soon. EK said he sent some sats too as well. Yeah. Yeah. Any other thoughts on this? Really bummer news. Really bummer news. My my house burned down once when I was a kid. My brother set it on fire accidentally. Yeah.
Just once though? It sounded like you were debating how many times it happened.
So the weird thing is my mom, this is like, it's gonna get really sad now. My mom's actually like family was like burned their house down, and like it was the stepdad's fault, but the daughters died. Her sisters died, like at a young age.
No,
yeah.
When she was growing up, you mean?
And it was funny too. My mom said that like she was already married and kids and stuff, but she said that she drove through that evening. This is in Corpus, and she like just had a feeling because she would drive by. And this is after her mom passed away and stuff. And sure enough, like later that evening, she was like, "Dang, I should have stopped and like checked up on him." But yeah, that's why she's like always sad around Christmas time.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know.
It's like the
so like it's funny because when I was a little kid, one of our neighbors' houses like burned down, and he lost his sister too. And she like went over there to console him and stuff. It was a whole thing. But yeah, whenever it comes to, that's why I'm like so like crazy about fire stuff. Just in general, I'm like, oh, double check this, like double check that. It's because of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never had a fire happen, but
it's a real thing, dude. Like my brother started, I think he started just by flicking a cigarette. He used to smoke in the bathroom. He would flick the cigarette, and it just happened to land on like a leaf pile.
You mean out of the window?
Yeah, and a leaf pile that me and my brother, because we like.
You would rake the leaves.
Yeah, we would rake the leaves and stuff, and we just happened to leave it there because we were just being lazy that day.
Oh no!
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, you said it was your brother's fault. Sounds like you guys all kind of contributed.
Yeah, he got kicked out of the house after that.
Okay.
My mom was so pissed.
Yeah, he lit the fuse.
Anyways,
so to speak.
But you got to laugh about tragedies like this. That's all you can do. The next top story is Bitcoin Forks Explained. This is from Carl B. Manger, September 4th, Bitcoin Territory. 8 comments, 12,000 cents. What is this? Is this the Bitcoin heaven we've all been dreaming of? What is this?
I don't know. The guy like doesn't have a neck. He has like a neck of light.
Looks like 3 legs.
He's dropping his helmet.
This is AI generated.
He's wearing slides.
Even the Bitcoin has 3 things to it.
Oh yeah, that's wrong. I didn't even notice that. I'm mostly focused on the dude.
It's not even a complete circle. Doesn't looks off. Looks like an oval.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe this is about the post a bit. What's wrong?
She's looking at the design.
The image.
Yeah, the image.
I see. This is about Bitcoin soft forks. It's like a rundown of forks in general. What a fork is, what's the difference between hard and soft forks, the soft forks that we've had, the hard forks that we've had, the way that Bitcoin intends to scale, which is like this layered scaling, which is Lightning as an example of this layered scaling. The first post was an example of how to improve the way we scale in layers. But it's a nice rundown. I would like to see it in Bitcoin beginners. I think it would be great there. But yeah, a very thorough post describing all the intricacies of it. Like for example, a soft fork is backwards compatible while a hard fork isn't. So everyone who wants to participate in a hard fork has to upgrade their software. But for a soft fork, you don't have to upgrade, and you are still. To
be honest, I always go back and like
those
when you guys talk about this kind of stuff, I always go back and look up the definitions like that. You know, I'll go back later. Like, what do they mean when they said that? And I go and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, maybe somebody should make like a Bitcoin dictionary or something.
Oh, there are plenty of them out there. There are lots of websites that do
have like a Bitcoin.
I think River has some of the best educational materials on.
Yeah,
Bitcoin
they spent a lot of money on their technical writing, haven't they?
Seen so far, at least. I'll have to get through more of Jippy's territories before Yeah.
Chippy. Yeah. Cool. Got a top comment from Tamales. He said 2 gigabytes every. Oh, hang on. That's not the top comment. Oh, actually, it is a top comment. 2 gigabytes every 10 minutes is crazy. Like, actually, lunacy. LMAO. M. Domino Corabon 24 said, this is a very thorough summary of what has been happening in the Bitcoin network for the past 15 years. Has achieved a lot through improvements. Systems are now in place to use layer 4 and layer 5 technologies that will catapult it through the century and beyond. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's
layer
about.
4.
Some of these comments are off.
Anyways. Cool. The fourth top story is Strike adds Bolt 12 support. This is the bullish Bitcoiner Lightning territory, 12 comments, 3,568 cents. What happened here?
So Strike released the ability to pay Bolt 12 offers.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you can't yet receive, but I might be wrong. You might be able to receive. Yeah,
wow.
But it's a really detailed blog post describing how they got it done. Still using LND. Their backend is primarily comprised of probably many instances of LND, and they actually use a separate program that interacts with LND that uses LDK and manages to do Bolt 12 stuff. Yeah, and they shipped it to production. They had been messing with it for feels like a year. They had been.
But I thought Rusty works on Core Lightning though.
Rusty works on Lightning. He works on the Lightning protocol, and he specifically implements the Lightning protocol in Core Lightning at Blockstream. But the protocol is, independent. It's something everyone shares. It's like the bread we all break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have Strike though? I thought you had Strike, don't you?
I have Strike's app.
Did you use it? Did you use the Bolt 12 stuff?
I have not used Bolt 12 yet, but at the bottom of this post, they allow you to send money to HRF.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Using Bolt 12,
so
that you can pay from.
So
Strike.
onion messaging and offer payments. Cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty neat that LNDK. I think Carla is the one who led the implementation of this. Figured out a way to do this. I mean, it's also cool that LND allows you to do something bespoke like this. I didn't realize that, but
so how does this work, Keyan? So if I'm scanning a thing here, what 3 buckets does that fall in, or does it fall into all? Like if I'm trying to send a payment, does it look at all 3 things at the same time, or like
this is what's going on a back end? But basically, what happens is you pass the middle bucket, the Bolt 12, and then it constructs a message using the last bucket and the first bucket. It uses the first bucket to construct the message, and then it sends it with the last bucket. Then it gets back a payment request, which is a lot like your usual Lightning invoice. Not exactly like it, but a lot like it. And then you pay that. Then it creates another message using the left bucket, and then sends it with the right bucket that pays that invoice. And that's kind of the way it goes.
So it's kind of like the LND is like the door greeter in a Walmart,
I would say.
And it takes you to it checks your receipt, takes you to customer service so you can retrieve your goods that you paid.
I don't think it's that way. It's more like LDK is like maybe the door greeter and the manager. The manager's at the door. It's a really important day for them. It's like, it's Black Friday. And then they tell their assistant manager, which is on the left.
Which is who, LND or LNDK?
LNDK.
Okay.
Or no, wait, I got this wrong. I thought LNDK and LDK were reverse. My bad. Anyway, the manager is on the left. And then his assistant manager is LDK.
Oh, gotcha.
And then
who's the LND?
LND
API?
is like
the CSR.
Is like the employee of the month.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So like Jessica Simpson in Employee of the Month.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a great movie. You should check it out. It's really good.
Oh, cool.
You'll laugh your ass off. It's so good. It has a lot of like dark, crazy humor in the 2000s. You know what I mean?
I see. Is it like Mean Girls?
Kind of like that. The old Mean Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watched the new one?
No, I wouldn't watch that. Oh, you watched it? Was it good?
I don't remember, but I think I watched it. Man, no, I don't think I did. I think I watched the old one. I was looking at the new one.
Yeah, the old one's good.
And I was told I should just watch the old one.
Yeah, you should watch the old one.
That's what I did.
Anyways, cool. I was wondering how that worked.
Well, I hope our Walmart.
No, that's because that's how the plebs will understand it. You got to give it to them you got to break bread in pieces. You got to chew it for them a little bit. Then you spit it back out. You got to baby bird it.
Yeah.
Baby bird it. Got a baby bird.
What has happened to this podcast?
Hey, man, analogies. The top comment was from OT. He said, oh, hang on. The top comment was from OT. He said, upon the arrival of LNDK in March 2023, a tool spearheaded by the great Carla Kirk Cohen and developed in conjunction with the Spiral team, our interest in Bolt 12 was rekindled. Described as an experimental attempt at using LND to implement Bolt 12 features for LND. Essentially plugs into LND's existing APIs, enabling use of LDK's built-in Bolt 12 support with LND. Interesting to see that they don't need CLN for Bolt 12 now. I also saw that they're using Onion message routing. Why would they do this as a custodial wallet?
Well, I don't know if they were using Core Lightning for Bolt 12 before. And the reason why you would do this is to protect receiver privacy. And so if you're sending, if Strike is sending to a Bolt 12, they don't know the pub key. Oh, they don't necessarily know the pub key of the node that they're sending the money to. So it benefits the receiver and not. Strike is able to send to more people in the way that they like. And they might be sending to people who like to protect their privacy. And they would with Bolt 12.
You got Darth Coin reference. Renee Picard's video on
oh yeah, Renee has some great videos on HTLCs and how
I've never met him in real life. Have you ever met him in real life?
No, I haven't. I
love his voice though. His voice is so calming.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, I think
he draws it out.
Does a great job with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not into his voice or anything.
It's calming voice, dude. It's because you don't read books.
I don't listen to them.
Read books. I don't
let other men read to me.
I had a conversation about this. Listen, I'm going to sidebar this real quick. I had a conversation about this with another person, and they said that is reading books. So in your face.
What sidebar? Who'd you talk to?
Can't tell you. But they agreed it is reading books. Audible.
Okay, congratulations.
All right, we can go back.
AI is right. When you type an AI prompt in and you have it spit out an essay, you're a writer. Same thing.
That's not the same thing, dude. Dude, these are real people.
I had a sidebar conversation.
These are real people. These are real people that do these narrations. I will kind of somewhat agree with you if it gets to a point where AI is doing the reading for you. Then I'd be like, oh, maybe you're right.
I read books for myself. I don't have other people read them to me.
Stackers, let us know in the comments who's right. The final top story is Sid Meier's Civilization 7, February 11, 2025. Boom! 0x Bitcoiner, 18 comments, 677 sats. Did you ever play Civ?
I did play Civ a long, long time ago. I think, yeah, maybe one of these really early ones, maybe like 2 or 3.
Look at that.
It would be fun. I would, you could waste probably a lifetime, but at least like a week or 2.
Dude, when I was a kid, I would just go in like a Civ. I don't know what you call it.
Civ hole.
Yeah. Would it come out? Just Mountain Dew, Pizza Hut.
Oh, wow.
Civ hole.
Wow.
It's so much fun though, dude. So much fun.
Yeah, it's a great game. They really figured something out. I don't recall a lot of it, but I remember it being very addicting.
Yeah, you have to go and get supplies, prepare for war. It's all the stuff men love to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that time, my girlfriend is the one who was playing it a lot. And
I really?
started playing it. Yeah.
So you would just watch her play or something?
No, I don't watch people play video games. Just so I don't let people read to me. But I would play. She'd be like, "Oh, she would look like she's having a lot of fun," and I'd be like, "Well, I mean, if you want to see what fun looks like, watch me play.
Yeah, it's cool. It looks really cool. I was surprised to see this on Stacker News because I would have never heard that it got released. It kind of sucks because now I want to play this.
Well, I mean, you have a couple months to get all your affairs in order.
Dude, my life would go down the toilet if I just focused on Civilization 7 for like a week. I can't, dude. I'll get sucked in. Car playing Civ is not good. Undisciplined said, very excited to see a boat traveling upstream. They had a very cool trade connectivity system several editions ago that got abandoned, and I've been hoping to see it come back. Suex Bitcoiner said, navigating rivers are a game changer. I also really like that you can swap civilizations between the 3 ages in this new version. Whoa. Swap civilizations? Yeah, I heard about that.
I got an encrypted.
Where would you start here, Keyan, if you're looking at potential paths?
Where would I start? You know? Wait. I like the Egypt path just because it's probably the most visual.
I can see that.
And I'm also Middle Eastern, kind of.
I would go. Can you go Egypt and then Norse resources, or is that mixing the Kool-Aid a little bit?
I don't know. I never got this deep. I never really like thought about civilizations. I played it for like 2 weeks, way too much, a long time ago. But it seemed. I mean, I'm sure it's.
What this means? I don't know what that means.
What does that show?
I'm afraid to.
It's a popular cartoon.
Middle way says nuke blasts are back. Wow, you can drop a nuke in the game.
They remove nukes.
Whoa.
I'd love to see civilizations, but like modern. But like, you know, you start with Biden as your president, and the game progresses.
You start from like a really bad part of history.
They did start from current day.
Well, yeah, that would be great. But I think in the game, in the old game, you could start from like behind, playing from behind.
Okay.
Yeah, like without any resources, dead soldiers, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I see where you start. You start at a point in the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd love Civ. It was so great. It's just because it's challenging. I mean, why else would you? It's just super challenging.
Well, I think it has like history and it has like building and it has progress. People just love progress, and you get to exercise your thoughts as a civilization builder, which we never get to do.
Yeah. That was the last story of the week. A really short week here on Stacker News. And we're gonna jump into my favorite segment of the show. Keyan, what's your top stories?
My top story was this story about Siggy. He dives back into his own history a bit, and it sounds like, I think it was it might have been his great uncle or his granduncle.
What picture is this? Is this of his family?
Yeah, I think so.
Where are the adults there? There's no adults.
I think adults were like 13 years old back then. Not really, but I think they're young. I think they.
There are no adults there. They're all kids.
No, I'm pretty sure some of those are adults. Also, people were smaller because
I guess that's one adult. That's
and Pizza
two
Hut.
adult, three. Oh my God, is that just two adults there? That's crazy. Look at those eyebrows,
dude. Yeah, his uncle.
So what did he say?
Half lion. Look at that guy. He said that he likes to go dip back in his own history a bit, and it seems like they had a bit of a commune going on. And then I read this earlier this week, but it was intended to be like a sort of utopian community,
like The Village, like the movie The Village.
Not like that. I don't think they had. Weren't there like
monsters?
Yeah,
maybe not the monsters, but everything else.
Yeah, but. And then eventually he said he had like a bit of a reckoning and realized the benefits of self-sovereignty and what was the other? I think hard money, not necessarily hard money, but yeah. Anyway, I love stuff like this. I've always wanted to do things like this with my own history, my own family, but I haven't done it. Yeah,
we had Signal 312. He said, very interesting. Thanks. I love hearing about these types of utopian communities. It's fascinating how often people have tried to create heaven on earth. This particular payment system that they try to use sounds wacky and probably a part of why it failed. Undisciplined says, please do write about your experience. I've also been fascinated by these types of projects.
Yeah, people still do them.
Yeah, Woozley's doing one.
Well, I don't think his is practical. I don't think he's actually doing a full-blown
We'll see.
thing. Maybe it'll advance.
Gray Ruby said this is super cool idea, but the issue with their value exchange is work isn't well measured by time.
That's right.
It's measured in production.
Proof of work is the other thing that they were big on.
Cool. Yeah. What else did you have? That was your only top story, right?
Yeah, that was my top story of the week.
We're gonna jump into my top stories of the week. The first one was WikiLeaks has just put more of its files online. Did you see this?
I did see that.
Dude, so if you click on this link, it takes you to all the WikiLeaks files, which is kind of nuts. And some of these I didn't click on, but some of them I did. But dude, there's a lot of crazy stuff on here.
Presumably. I mean, I haven't clicked in it either, but it's, these WikiLeaks things are usually huge dumps of data that require, a long time to go through. And
when I passed through it, the first reaction in my head was, when I passed through all this, doesn't mean I believe this, but in just being honest, was maybe some things are better left private.
Oh no, I don't think that's right at all.
I know but that was my initial reaction, because I don't know if you saw some of this. Some of this is really dark stuff, man.
I mean, I didn't go through and do it. I would be interested if someone went and took an OpenSpace AR model that was not censored and trained it on all of this WikiLeaks data, and then we could ask it questions about, like, what's going on. What does it seem like the plan is for the world?
There's a lot of dark stuff in this thing.
Things like that.
I'm not gonna look at any of it, but me too, right? It's just, Your poem? Did you post it on Second News?
X.
Oh, just Twitter. Yeah, we can't access that, unfortunately.
You can.
I've seen. No, I think it's blocked. I think if I type in Twitter,
you have several Twitter accounts.
.com/plebpoet. I don't think it's gonna show me. Let me see. Yeah, blocked. See, it just takes me straight to. Is it Stacker News Twitter? Let me see. Twitter.
You can't go to a person's profile, but you can go to a tweet.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, you can view a tweet.
Yep, doesn't work. I don't know. It's broken. We're gonna get into.
It's hard.
So that was the WikiLeaks stuff, and then the other one I want to share was EK's first Austin, a forever draft. Did you see this?
I did see it.
It's pure gossip in this whole column.
I mean, it's not really. I mean,
it
has been a very gossipy week, aside from Peter.
It's a very gossipy.
We've had a lot of great.
Look at this.
Posts otherwise, but
everybody's doxxed. Doxxed.
I don't think he mentioned any names.
Just kidding. No, just kidding. Top comment was from Pleb Poet, who's standing right there. Nicely, finally done. I get too used to how cool Pleb Lab is and all of its characters. I never realized we are characters. Yeah. It's kind of sad.
I'm a real boy.
So this was fun to read about from your perspective, and reminded me of how many awesome things happen there. And they're still awesome, even if you hide in the bathroom. That was weird. I didn't know he was hiding in the bathroom. I wish he would have confessed to me and told me.
Wait, when did he hide in the bathroom?
So he said that he hid in the bathroom when we had we had some party here. I don't remember us having a party here.
Oh, wow.
Which party? The Cascader? Oh, maybe just Jim scared him, maybe.
I don't think Jim's scary in that way.
Then what was it?
He just said he doesn't like parties.
Oh, he doesn't like parties. Did you see what he said here? Did you see what he said? This is just going to be me shilling Pleb Lab real quick, because I thought this was really funny. He goes, Super Testament introduced me to everyone. EK versus EZKS. First conversation with Pleb Poet. First conversation with Bitcoin Pleb Dev, which included how bullish he is on Stacker News. Feelings of not wanting to disappoint people. I don't know what that means. First conversation with Koob. You're tall and you're not too short. Car's playful banter about how Cascader founder will drive me crazy because I claim the desk next to him, which I think happened. Which conversation with Nifty Nay, me apologizing for awkward handshake at Bitcoin Plus Plus Berlin, hoping she forgot and she fortunately did. Awkward, wanted to talk to you because you talked to me, to Pleb Poet. Imposter syndrome. Car being the social glue.
You can get this audiobook on Audible.
Happy that I could help Super Testnet with some notation and paper. First times on SNL. Having fun late in the evening, helping Pleb Poet cutting stuff. And Super Testnet was recording a music video. Whatever happened to that music video? Pleb Poet showing Super Testnet how to do the mashed potato dance. I don't remember that. Trying to see everyone more as normal people instead of shadowy supercoders. I love that. I think that's the thing that I really love what he said. Because I never knew how to describe that. But it's true. Like everybody's just normal. No one's really shadowy. Or maybe they are. Maybe their shadow is the normal. I don't know.
I don't know. If they're properly shadowy, they appear normal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Janet Yellen being the most American person I've met. Oh man, that's so good. And then Blue Slime just being super chill.
I don't know if we should have Janet Yellen representing America.
Blue Slime just being super chill all the time and being the hacker. Yeah. So that's totally true.
That's true. Super
chill all the time. Yeah. Anyways, good stuff in here. Apparently, he got into an argument about detergent pods. Is that a thing?
I guess at the hostel.
Yeah, the firehouse. Like they yelled at him. I would say in defense of that, EK, their most customer service in Austin is terrible. So.
Well, I'm sure they're used to
Oh. They're used to bad actors at that hostel. That was cool. He said he lost his phone and then he was in the lobby and then the people that he was talking to said they found a phone. That just kind of shows you the kind of interesting luck he has. Anyways, it was a good post. I really enjoyed reading it.
Yeah, cool to hear its recap from the inside.
From the inside, yeah. Anyways, that's all the top stories you have this week. Let's jump into the top snackers.
Top snackers.
Top snackers. Coins reporter making a move.
Wow, look at him.
Wow.
He's super high up there.
Undisciplined. Legendary stacker. Gray Ruby. Okay. Yeah, why aren't you ever in the top 10 Pleb Poet?
It requires, I mean, most of the top people are either zappers
I never see her
or
in
they're
there.
very continuous posters and comments.
She's just...
Okay,
you're number
there you
9.
go.
Where are you this week? You're in number...
you're
34. There you go.
It's not too bad, actually.
Blockchain Boog, 26. He changed his name to just Boog now.
Where?
On Noster. It's just Boog.
That's right.
Because of the conversation.
He let us know.
He let us know. Blockchain Boog. Is he still doing the e-nutting on the front page? Okay, cool.
He's still e-nuts.
Keeping you blocked, Boog, until you change that.
No retention.
He needs to retain. We're going to jump into the most biggest segment that has become its own podcast now. It's called the Cowboy segment. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to an exciting episode of the Cowboy segment. Woo doggy. It gets its own woo doggy too. Sponsored by no one. The Cowboy segment.
What's
the
the
best
woo doggy's
segment
name?
in the world is the Cowboy segment. This is what I was told abruptly in Nashville, where they all screamed at me and said, "No, this is the best segment in Bitcoin." Sorry, BTC Sessions, you lose. We have the best segment in Bitcoin.
I guess so. Wow. Look at us.
Who's the top one? We don't know. Dun, dun, dun. Find out next week.
They're in hiding.
You're not going to find
They're
out.
out on their secret ranch.
Cube number 2. Dun, dun, dun. We already knew that. Bitcoin is the future. Ooh, making moves. Undisciplined.
Has kept it a long time.
117. Blockchain Boo coming from nowhere for number 6. And then TN Stacker.
TN Stacker's kept it.
This is getting exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Think about that, Keyan.
I don't know. I mean,
I did not expect to see Blockchain Boog.
Maybe we'll get some more badges soon and people start competing for those.
Yeah. It's getting very interesting. That's why it continues to be the most popular segment in Bitcoin.
And not just in Bitcoin, but in the larger financial world, I would say.
They could be running futures on this Cowboy segment.
Yeah, I believe that's what that Texas Stock Exchange that's coming here. I believe this will be the first thing that they begin covering.
Get at me, Grayscale.
I think it's BlackRock.
Get at me, BlackRock. And that's this week's version of the Cowboy segment podcast. let's jump into. Do you have any meta stuff or no? Or is that it?
There was meta. There was someone, I think.
What was the meta this week?
Beef 57, I think, out in Venezuela. They ran out of money, and they were like, "Wait, I have money on Stacker News."
Where is that at?
That was the top one for the week. It's not in meta.
Yeah, okay.
But it's in alternative.
Didn't you release video stuff this week?
We released if you share a video link, like an MP4 link, we put a little video in.
I've been waiting 20 years for this. Literally, I'll
have another release this weekend that makes it a little better than this. This is you see how it's all like janky, but so that'll be better. But then a few weeks from now, we should get video uploads.
The only thing this is like a stretch goal. Could you add cover art to that? Like in Ghost, you're able to have like your own video, and then you can add a cover art to it. Stretch goal. Maybe.
That's a stretch goal. Let's get the actual video uploads working.
I was very satisfied that I saw that this week. I was like, wow, this is why I pay good money every month for every territory. This is kind of improvement.
There you go. Yeah, the ability to have a video show.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Innovative.
This is cool. No, because think about it. Because now we can literally post the Stacker News live video directly on Stacker News. That's how I'm thinking through it.
If you have the MP4 hosted somewhere.
And I do.
Oh, dang. Just got told.
I'm telling you, this opens up a whole nother revenue stream, buddy.
Okay. Well, my bank account is warm and waiting.
All right. Cool. Yeah, big news. What did you think about that, Pleb Poet? Are you going to mess with any of the video stuff?
I have thought about it. I actually thought about like doing audio recordings on my stuff.
Oh, attach it to the post?
Yeah.
But that's not reading, according to Coob.
No, that's not reading for the people who are listening. That's reading for you. You get full credit for reading.
That's a good idea, though. Just like post the video, and then of you reading the post. Oh, wow. I would totally listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of adults that love being read to.
Dude, there's so many things that you can do now with that. Where are you hosting the video at?
I'm not hosting the video, as I said. You put a link in your post to it.
So you're not using like Nostr Build or anything like that?
No, we're going to do it ourselves when we do it, but
cool.
We don't do it right now. It's a little silly thing.
People were asking me about the Nostr implementation or something for Stacker News. Would you have any comment on that?
All of that, I don't know what they want from me very fast, but in general, Stacker News is like a 5 work in progress, and so we plan to do as much as we can with Nostr. We plan to be decentralized eventually.
So TM 2 weeks is what you're saying?
TM whenever. I don't. But yeah.
Heard it here first.
I don't know when people say that, I don't know. They're like, it's text, it's Bitcoin.
Well,
stuff.
they want the same thing that Fountain has. But with Stacker News.
But Fountain is like they show you a Twitter-like feed, which is exactly what Nostr is built for, and we're not a Twitter-like feed. There are other things that we have to do to make Nostr work for something like Stacker News, and it's like not incredibly straightforward. In addition to like all these other things that we have to do, we can give up on Bitcoin. If we remove Bitcoin, we can go work on Nostr stuff. So if anyone, if anyone wants to reach out and say, "Hey, Bitcoin doesn't matter," work on Nostr instead, because that's what's important.
Wow. Okay, so you are mild spice. No, you're.
I'm just saying. I'm just like what?
See?
Like we're trying to make.
This is the Coob I've been missing. Finally,
we're trying to make a decent non-custodial Bitcoin app, and that's like enough work. And people are like, "Why don't you do what everyone else is already doing?" And you should do it because they're already doing it perfectly fine, and they're doing great, and I love it. And it's like, why do you need us there? You don't need us there if it's great and you love it. But why don't like?
Wow,
look
at this.
I don't know what. I just don't know what they want to hear from me. It's like
they just want you to speak. People respect
We have cross-posting. If you want your content to also be on Nostr, you can cross-post it there. We'll have more cross-posting stuff that was implemented by Bitcoin Pleb Dev. We plan to do as much self-sovereignness as we possibly can.
So you're saying
first trying to do it with money.
So you're saying you're trying to keep the self-sovereignty on Stacker News, but Yeah.
No, not self-sovereignty with Stacker News. Self-sovereignty for people, for them and their content. We're going to try to do as much as that as we can, but we can't do both Bitcoin stuff and the other things that we do that are different than Nostr, and then also do all the stuff that Nostr does at the same time. It's like too much for us to do. I don't know what that's mostly what I'm trying to say.
So maybe when you raise again is what you're saying.
No.
His value sets are only on Bitcoin. Okay.
No, Nostr's in there. It's just not my current priorities are. My priorities are Bitcoin right now, and then solving the problems I want to solve with Stacker News as much as I can, and then having more Nostr stuff because people want it to be on Nostr. I want to do that too. I would like Stacker News to be decentralized, and it seems like everyone wants that to occur on Nostr, and we'll do our best to do it. Those are the things I have to say about that. I just don't. It's like, why isn't there tomorrow? Why isn't there yesterday? And it's like, I'm sorry. Why do you need it there? You're perfect. It sounds like you're perfectly happy with Nostr.
It's good to hear you express this. People were asking me. I don't have the answers to this. You don't come out of your office, but now you explained it. Now I can just say, hey, reference 136 SNL at around the hour mark.
I don't think this is a good reference. Me and William responded to something on Nostr like a week ago. And he's like, what about you? I think it was into the fountain thing. He's like, what about you? And I'm like, we fully intend to do as much as we possibly can to be as Nostr native as we possibly can.
Which one was that? Where was that at?
It wasn't on Stacker News. It was on Nostr.
Oh, let me see if I can go to... You said it was William? Oh, Thomas William, right? Why is he not coming up?
JB55.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Okay, so what did he say?
I'll wait for you to find it. I
Right.
already said what.
It was like a week ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah.
Anyway, he was like, "Is Stacker News ever?" No, I think it was like, "Is Stacker News ever?"
But you
going to
replied.
do...
You replied to it. Okay, so let me just go to yours.
Yeah, I have way fewer.
And then you said reply. I never see you on Nostr for some reason.
If you scroll up, it might be closer to the top.
This one?
Closer. There you go. The first one.
This one right here?
Yeah. To the extent that we can, we will do this.
Okay, so MVK said, went from walled garden to fully connected to the whole Nostr social graph. This will be one of the many first case studies in Nosterizing your community app. Win Stacker News. This is coming from the King NVK. And then Pablo says, man, Fountain's so good now I'm going to be shilling it hard. That's in reference to that. And then William said, Coob, he tagged you. And then you said, to the extent that we can do this, we will. We've begun workshopping designs. We think we can make it work.
There you go.
There you go.
But it's not going to happen tomorrow. And that just is what it is. And if it's not enough that it doesn't happen tomorrow, then I can't do anything about that.
Would a grant help maybe?
No, it's not a money problem. It's like we have too many problems that we want to solve that involve Bitcoin to do everything that everyone else is already doing on Nostr. Just like replicate their work. I don't see why that should be a priority rather than doing things that people aren't doing on Bitcoin currently. That's the way I think about it.
There you go. You heard it here first. Don't ask Car to explain these things.
I mean,
I'm talking to the audience, not talking to you. Cool. I think that's all we got. We got some comments. Hey, Coop. This is from Guardian.
Hey, Guardian Healer, whoever you are.
Professor Martin said these bros have been stacking for a while. They just have to sell some coins for a few bricks. Fire is no joke. Yeah, I couldn't get this app stream set up. 117.
Sorry, 117.
I don't know. Something's wrong with even on Primal. Like this week, I couldn't log in and post stuff. I think there's just some issue going on. But I'll circle back next week. Wow, cool. Plug Poet said she just finished 2 designs for Siggy's Territories. Guardian Healer said Coob doesn't like my audio version of Peter's paper because he doesn't like men reading to him.
Oh no, I
Saves.
remember. Later.
Did
Bye, Jippy.
bring on Coob. We want Coob. Dude, you got a lot of fans here. Great show, guys. The Wild Hustle. I love the Wild Hustle. No, none of your fans, Pleb Poet. I don't see any of your fans in there, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all we got this week. Keyan, what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? I'm going to be doing the things I normally do, which is being at home and eating and sleeping. I don't really have it. I'll work probably. That's what I'm going to do.
Cool.
Yeah. How about you? What are you doing?
I'm going to watch Beetlejuice. And then I got to go to, so apparently like to do my retreat thing, I have to like go and do like this whole certification. Yeah. It's sort of like a whole thing.
Is there like a DMV?
Well, no, it's like you have to have like a certificate to like mentor others or whatever. So I got to go do that tomorrow, which will be cool. I haven't been to that church in a while.
Department of Motor Vatican.
Probably. No, it'll be fun. It'll be fun because it's basically like, I think it has more to do with like making sure you're like who you say you are and like vetting you. So you're not around. Yeah, you're not around like, you know what I mean? They're just like vetting everything. There you go. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, that's what it really comes down to.
Oh.
Which is good due diligence.
How are you going to pass the tests?
Come on, dude.
I can
Trying
help you
to find
practice.
there was a comment we had this week. Oh, dude. Fountain's not working. When did I take my motorcycle test? I renewed it 2-3 years ago, I think, in 22. The last test, like physical test? Trying to think now. I feel like I'm under pressure here.
Yeah, is your license currently active?
Yeah, my license is currently active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
I need to fix my bike, dude. I need to get that done.
we have we know a person who's good with cars and things.
Yeah, Calvin, I should reach out to him. Any other questions from the crowd? Okay. As long as you're satisfied, that's all that matters. Cool. Yeah. There was a comment from Boog. He said something about Telegram, but couldn't pull it
we
up.
talked about Telegram a lot.
Fountain was acting strange right now.
Bad news, I guess. The founder has caved and is going to now censor on Telegram.
Really?
Yeah, that got announced today.
Wow.
Like, I think stopping certain private messages from happening. That's what I read in the headline, which is only so many words. So
They got him.
But yeah, universally regarded as bad news.
I don't know. I feel like you don't really have a choice anymore, you know? Everybody's I think we're at a point now where everybody's trying to get you to conform. And this is where you got to really fight back. You can't conform. Can't.
Would you go to jail? Would you go to French prison?
I mean, if you want to hear my thoughts on all this stuff, I just dropped a podcast on
Cliffhanger.
with free Texas news with Sean.
Paywall.
And we talked a lot about this stuff. Like I went into depth about like how I think through things and cafeteria podcasting and all that kind of stuff. Super spicy stuff. There's a lot of cafeteria podcasters, drive-through podcasters.
What does that mean? Wait, what does
You
that mean?
you gotta go and listen to it.
Oh man, how am I going to solve this mystery? Oh, I guess I'll just go listen to your podcast.
You gotta go listen to it.
Oh, thank goodness,
dude.
Way to solve
Like,
this
because
problem.
we're like on those kind of podcasts, we're talking about things that I know about. You know, it's different from
communism.
It's different from this show where like you only know about all this stuff, and every once in a while I'll get like a little, oh yeah, you know. But Coob.
All right. Well, I guess there's nothing to say. It's all on the rest of this episode is on Cars Podcast as well.
This week, yeah, you should go check it out. It's on Thriller.
You guys want to hear the rest? Of
it was
this
a good
episode?
conversation. Oh, there's
I
Glenn's
believe,
reporter.
who'd you have a conversation with?
Sean. He'll be here on Tuesday.
Sean Dunn.
Yeah, he's gonna be recording out of the lab on a weekly basis. So he'll be here on Tuesday, and then you guys can come in and talk
Where
about
would
stuff.
I know Sean Dunn from?
Yeah, he does all the live streaming stuff. Free Texas News. Yeah. Cool.
Yeehaw.
Sackers, you go out this weekend and,
Kiss a bull.
kiss a bull. Yeah, kiss a bull. Hang in there.
Let a man
in there.
read a book to you, like a real,
Dude,
real
really?
man,
How are you?
real.
You're so wrong about this, Jimmy. If you're watching this, Jimmy, I know you are. Jimmy Song. Where do we land on this? Is Keyan right? Do you mind if you read to me or Guy?
Do you like Jimmy Song to read you?
No, but
to sleep.
But I don't think you're right about that. Like, yeah, right. I think but he might be though. That's where I'm like, he might be. He doesn't want to come off this hill.
That's about as close as you get to admitting you're wrong, though. So
I know, but it's enough to me where like I want to know from other people because maybe I'm seeing it wrong, but he's busy right now.
I mean, don't ask
Jimmy Song.
People
This should be your Sunday survey. Is what would be the title? It'd be like, if people are reading books to you, is that considered reading?
Do you like men reading?
But dude, that's how you learn the alphabet, though. When
you're a child.
Wow! Now you're just proving your case.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of. I mean, I think audiobooks have their place. I like to listen to podcasts.
Dang, you might be.
I like
right
to listen
on
to other men talk, which is.
You might be right on this crap.
I mean, it's the different.
I hate that you're right on this.
It's a different level of comprehension.
You ruined it for me now. Now I can't even listen to an audiobook like a regular man.
I don't have anything against audiobooks. I think they're great. I just think they're not the same as reading.
You ruined it.
They're not the same as reading.
I'm never going to look at it the same way. All right. We got to get ready for I Can Tell.